So, Alhamdulillah, this year Allah called me. I was able to go for my UMRAH, Alhamdulillah. So, I went to Saudi Arabia to Mecca to perform my first UMRAH ever. And on this journey, we went in group and also traveled by bus. As you can see from the screen, we traveled by bus, group of people, and the organization is called At-Tayyiba. So it was a very lovely trip and I enjoyed myself so much. And inshallah, in today's video, I'm going to explain how every trip went. Like, this is the bus. Yeah, it's very big enough for every one of us. Like, the ladies and also the men are in the front. So, Alhamdulillah. So, come with me, let us learn one or two things. And also, in this video, I'm going to be explaining every step of Umrah, like what you need to do when going for Umrah. So, this is the beginning of my journey. You can see the bus is moving. So, what should you prepare and how should you go about every part of it? So, inshallah, in this video, everything will be explained. So, Jazakumullah khairan. So, some of the advantages of traveling by road is that you'll be able to see the nature, see the beautiful nature, no houses. You can only see the desert and also the trees, mashallah. I was also able to see the camels for the first time, mashallah. Camels, big monkeys on the road. Alhamdulillah, and this is also the right time for you to sleep. As you can see, the bus was only moving, there's nothing we were doing. Some were eating. Yeah, you need to carry along with you some snacks like chips so you can just eat it when traveling. And this is also the right time to read as well. If you have anything you want to read, you can be reading. But as for Hidayah, I was videoing, enjoying the view, mashallah. So it took us 2 to 3 hours before we got to Saudi border from Kuwait. So, but inside Saudi itself, it took us for like a day before we got to Mikat. What did the Prophet say about Mikat? Mikat is just like a direction, so it depends on where you are coming from. So, like we are coming from Kuwait. So, our Mikat, according to the Prophet, he said the Mikat of people coming from the Najd, that they are passing through Najd, their Mikat is Qarn al Manazil. So, people of Kuwait are also passing the Najd, you understand? So their miqat is Qarn al-Manazil. So the miqat, as you can see, this is the miqat of Qarn al-Manazil, people of Najd, people coming from Kuwait. And there are places you can get maybe anything like the garment, the white garment. So this is where we will stop. The bus have to stop here so the men can change to that white garment, and women too, they can change to what they want to wear for Umrah. So we have to stop here and take our bath, and then we proceed to Mecca. So we stopped here, we took our bath, and then this is also the miqat for people of Medina. So when we got to Medina as well, we were coming back and we stopped at the miqat of people of Medina. So I also did my Umrah again. So this was the miqat of people of Medina. Dhul Hulayfa, the Prophet said people coming from Najd to stop at Qarn al Manazil, people coming from Medina to stop at Zulhulayfa. People coming from Yemen should stop at Yelamlan. People coming from Sham, Egypt, should stop at Juhfa. People coming from Iraq should stop at that Iraq. So different direction depends on where you will stop, and you have to stop there, take your bath and change. As you can see, the men, they are putting on their white garments, so it is called rida and Izar. The rida is the upper one and Izar is the lower one. So you have to change here. If you don't change here and you just leave and pass by, then you have to make sacrifice. You have to slaughter ram. So it is a must to stop here and change. Alhamdulillah, the Mikat is very big and enough for everybody to take their bath, and you shouldn't bother about anything, especially the men. Maybe you forgot to buy your Ihram, the Rida and Izar from home. At the Mikat, there are places you can get them, you can buy them. Then as for the women, there's no specific garment for women. It does not really have to be white. But the men, it has to be white. The ihram must be rida and izar. But women, all they just have to do is to conceal their shape, to be modest in it, and also not to reveal their body. So that is the ihram for women. They can put on anything. They should just be okay in it, and it has to be free, not to be tight. So after that, you have to make the intention by speaking out loudly, Allahumma labbaika umrah. So Alhamdulillah, now we've completed the ritual bath. As you all know, that ritual bath is actually the same as the postpartum bleeding bath, the menses bath, or sexual intimacy between the spouse. Like same way of bathing is still the same way of the bath of Umrah. So there is no difference, but the difference is just the intention. So the intentions makes it different, but the same method, but the intention is the difference between them. So now we are now in the bus, we are heading to Mecca. So as you can see, the men, they are now in their ihram, the white garment, and the women are also putting on their ihram, but not really white. So it is not specific, it's just any kind of garment. It has to be modest anyway. So now we are heading to Mecca, and at this point we shouldn't be saying anything than
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
So this is what you'll be repeating and repeating till you get to Mecca and you see the Kaaba, you understand? So you need to be repeating this often and often and often. And at this point, you are not allowed to do something. So we have some prohibitions of Ihram, what you shouldn't do when you are in the state of Ihram. You've wore the clothes of Ihram. So that cloth you are wearing for Umrah, you shouldn't apply perfume on that cloth, and you are not allowed to use glove as well. Like the women using glove, they are to take it off, and if they are covering their face, maybe putting on niqab, this time of ihram you need to remove the niqab. You have to open your face so everything can be easy for you. That place is not easy, so you don't have to like make things stressful for yourself. So Allah has made everything easy. So you are not allowed to put on your glove and to cover your face. As for the men as well, they are not allowed to put on any cap. So their head has to be opened, and also, you are not allowed to cut your nails or to hunt any animal. Even if you see any animal passing by, you are not allowed to kill it. It is prohibited. And as husband and wife going for Umrah, they are not allowed to have any intimacy at this state of ihram, so it is prohibited. And also, if you have any plan of getting married or engagement, time of ihram is not the time to plan for engagement or to think about anything. You are just You just have to be thinking of Allah at this moment and to repeat this word often and often. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika la. So Alhamdulillah, we got to the hotel. So this is our hotel, Abraj Taisir. So they gave us our room and we were like four in this room, four ladies. So this is our room and we drop our luggage inside it. Then after that we head to Haram. The hotel actually provided bus for us, so we had free bus to take us to Haram. And as you can see in the bus, it is written Abuja Taisir. So we got to the bus stop of Haram. So this is the bus stop, and now you are going to walk straight to Haram to perform your Umrah. So inshallah, watch out for my next video where I'm going to be explaining the other parts of Umrah, like the Tawaf, the sign being a Safa wal Marwa, and every other thing you need to know. So thank you so much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum.